What's up, guys? It's your girl, Nag85, Psycho Sister, Auntie M, Angie Bob, Angie Marie, Angie Cakes, Mom. However you know me, you know me. First off and foremost, happy almost Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Whether you have fur babies, you have baby babies, you have grown-up babies, you have babies in heaven, you have babies in your tummy, like anybody that, or any mother, I wish you a happy Mother's Day, because even just growing a baby is exhausting. I was very blessed, and when I got home from work tonight in the middle of meal prep, my mom called me out, or Sabrina called me out, and Sabrina got me flowers with the help of Grandpa for Mother's Day, and I'm very excited because I secretly love roses. Oh, that just stabbed me in the mouth. Anyway, so we're going to keep this really quick because we're on day 1 of the Nutriclean Detox and Cleanse. And I want to do a quick, and I mean I'd like to be under 10 minutes, 15 minutes max, kind of coverage of what happened during the days, where I messed up, where I feel good, where I feel not good. And so, sorry, I'm getting some other stuff set up too. So that's what I'm doing now. So today was day 1. I was hemming and hawing about possibly procrastinating it until I spilled stuff. I was cooking all night. I'm sorry. I was going to put it off for a whole nother week because I didn't have the supplies. I was looking at the list, which I didn't bring. So I'm just going to stop looking around because I don't have supplies. But I was looking at the list. I'm like, damn, I have to have a protein and then 3 vegetables. I don't have 3 vegetables. What am I going to do? And so I put in a order yesterday. And I thought to myself, well, I could put it out another week. I mean, I still have 2 months until I need to lose my goal. But then I was like, no, I don't want to wait a whole other week. Like, I want to get this started now. So my Walmart order came at 8. I was nowhere near prepared. And so I said to myself, let's just get this stuff for one day. We're starting today, whether you like it or not, Angie. Like, we are freaking starting today. On the 13th, like we said, on Saturday, which is technically my Monday, because Fat Girl Fridays are my Sunday, because that's the end of my week. But, yeah. And I said, we're going to do it. So my intent was to just shove everything in the fridge, rummage through what we had, and just like, okay, I've got 2 eggs. That's my protein. I've got this. I was like looking, I'm like, we got baby carrots and celery. I'll make a baby carrot and celery omelet at this point. Like, that's literally what I was at, which again is that fight or flight. Like, I'm a fighter, like, and I'm a survivor. So under those circumstances, I'm like, yes, I got this. Well, I didn't think about the fact that, I had to go to work. I didn't think about the fact that my back would probably hurt. I didn't think about the fact that it was going to suck. And I just did it. It was a little off on some of the things. I carried a notebook around with me all day so I can track when I took things. I'm going to do the same thing for the 7 days. I have a notebook laid out that I'm going to write down. Like, I have the meal plan or the dietary plan on the front page. And then I've numbered each step. Sorry about that stain. That's going to bug me. I've numbered each step of like, okay, as soon as you wake up, it's 8 ounces of water with this. Get it down. Wait 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, I don't remember exactly what it is, but after 20 minutes, you take like this stuff, which is the fiber stuff, in 8 ounces of water. Down it, you drink 8 ounces of water with lemon, or warm water with lemon, which I don't understand the science behind it, but I don't care because at this point, I'm just getting it done. After it works, because I know it's going to work, because anything you put your mind to is going to work, and I'm obviously invested in this, but when it works, I want to learn the science. That way I can explain to people when they say, how'd you do it? I'm not like, oh, I just put a bunch of shit in my body and prayed it works. Like, I want to be like, yo, the lemon does this, the powder makes you poop, this gives you this. Like, I want to know what's going in my body. But for right now, I have a very trusted source that not only sells the product, but has somebody very close to him that he cares about genuinely. So he obviously wouldn't like just let her do something that's going to be dangerous. And she did it, and she rocked it, and that's very inspirational, and she's right there. So when I had questions today, or like, I got this super bad cramp, I'm not even gonna lie, like, today fucking sucked. I got this super bad cramp in my upper stomach. I thought it would all, like, happen in, like, the lower, but it was my upper. Like, I couldn't breathe. I was like, oh, God, that sucks. They have, a blister pack think it's the blister pack, that you're supposed to take 2 of these rapid release pills. And I only take 1 because it says in the directions to cut back if needed. And automatically, I'm like, yeah, I'm a baby. I don't like, yeah, we're not doing that. So I only take 1 of those. But throughout the day, I managed to eat pretty much what they had told me. Dinner was very curious to me because I didn't know what to do. Like this healthy fat thing, I'm like, the only thing, like, I don't like avocado at all. Like, I don't like any avocado, no. And so it was like avocado oil, some other oil I don't know. And then I saw coconut oil. And I'm like, hey, I use that shit on my feet. Let's do it. So I cooked some chicken with some stir-fry veggies. And I just doubled that, or triple, I can't remember. It's like I needed 2 or 3 vegetables. And so I just paired that with my protein. Cooked it with the coconut oil. Like, I heated it up. And then I, like, just did like I did normal stir-fry. And it turned out pretty fire. Like, I'm pretty pleased with how it turned out. And then I hurried up and put together enough for the next 4 days. For dinners, I did breakfast for the next 4 days. So when I get up tomorrow morning, I'm not going to have to face that rush. I already have kind of a picture of what I know what my main meals are going to be. So now I just got to go through the list and be like, whoop, this, what I do is in a baggie. If it's like fruits and vegetables, I put the fruits on one side and the vegetables on the other. If it's just vegetables, I just put them all in there together. I'm not nailing the healthy fats though. Like, that didn't nail. Because there's twice that I'm supposed to use them and I only used them once. So I really have to learn how to incorporate that, because I'm sure that the good fats are like something like scientific with my body. But anyway, so I got home from my visit and I was exhausted. Sorry, my head hurt, my stomach had been cramping. I didn't really go number 2 that much today, but it felt like I had to. It definitely feels like I have to. It looks like I'm like sick, but that's just like stress and like overwork, and my body's trying to keep up and it's making changes. But it's definitely a detox. Like, I'm starting to realize that being obese is a disease. Like, and if you would have said that to me 5 years ago, I would have laughed in your face, told you you're fucking stupid. Like, that's the dumbest shit I ever heard. It's not a disease. I'll just stop eating hamburgers. But it's not like that, because at 3 o'clock in the morning when I wake up from a night terror, and my comfort is to find a box of, you know, cupcakes or whatever snack we happen to have in here. And I mean, I'm so bad that I'll go downstairs if I have to. Like, and then I binge eat, and then I'm like, oh gosh, or then I don't go, or I don't eat all day because I'm like, oh fuck, I ate like 6 cupcakes last night. I'm not going to do that. And so it's this really unhealthy like cycle with food that I have right now, and I'm trying to break that. So I think that this cleanse is going to be really good for that, and it's going to be really good for the mental, and most importantly, it's going to be really good for the structure. Like, so when I laid there in the bed and I thought about all the reasons that I had not to do it, I'm not prepared, it's going to cost extra money, it's a lot of time I don't have, it's this, I hurt, I don't feel good, and all I could think about was Sabrina. The whole purpose of this is to learn now everything I can teach her before she's 37, having to learn it on her own. Like, my parents did a hell of a fucking job, a hell of a job with me. And with what they were given, they did great with me and my 3 brothers. But there's more detail. Like, I'm craving more. I don't want to just know that eating salad is like the healthy thing, because it's not. Like, that's not the healthy thing. You're not getting your, you know, if you just eat lettuce, you're not getting protein, you're not getting this, that. So eventually I kind of want to have a little bit of knowledge of that. Not too much, because I'm not that interested, but I want enough to be able to properly teach Sabrina. So for that reason, and because I messaged the guy who sells this stuff, and I told him, at this point, I don't know if I'm continuing tomorrow because I really love myself or I really hate myself. And I meant it. Like, yeah, like I came to the conclusion that I actually hate the woman I am, and I love the woman I'm becoming. Like, I went through a long time that I hated my body. I hated, you know, the way I responded to things. I hated that every time I voiced how I feel about something, it always turned into a competition with somebody else. We're like, oh, well, you did that, well, I did this. Or, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I always felt like I was having to defend myself. I always felt like I had to explain myself. And now I'm just living. Like, I'm legit just living. I'm so focused on what I have going that I don't have to do all that. And so this cleanse is really helping me more with the structure and the, you know, focus than the weight loss so far, because it's not weighing days. So we'll see how that happens. But just off the first day, I can tell that by sticking to this, I'm going to end up way more routine. I'm going to end up way more on top of it. I'm going to be more prepared next week. I'm going to make it a goal. I'm going to become, in love with myself and the process. And that means that I'm going to, I forgot the word. I'm going to obsess over myself. I'm going to make sure that I know what's going into my body, what I'm eating, what I'm drinking, what's working, what's not working. And this is where it starts. So yeah, with that being said, day one was a semi-success. I mean, I did it, which is big for me, but I feel like shit. So here's to hoping that the next couple days are a little bit easier. If you have any questions, make sure that you message me. Do not message me on TikTok, Snapchat, or Facebook because it will most likely get ignored. I am learning how to use my inbox on my website. I have just learned how to send out an email to everybody, so make sure that you subscribe for my Fat Girl Friday check-ins, and make sure you follow me on TikTok. I'm following everybody back on TikTok until May 15th, and after that, we're getting super critical on who we let into our circle. So until next time, I will see you guys on the flip side.